everyone. Welcome back. I'm Chathurika Alahapperuma. Today I'm going to explain you about inquiry-based education. Inquiry-based education for young students. Today I'm going to explain you about what is inquiry-based education and what are the 5 steps of inquiry-based education. What is inquiry-based education? Inquiry-based learning places an emphasis on finding answers through discovery. We can take it as an experiential learning. Inquiry-based education is a learning process. And this learning process always engages students by making real-world connections. It helps to students to engage with the real-world experiences. And it is a teaching method. And this teaching method always uses exploration and high-level questioning. This learning process encourages students to improve their problem-solving ability, and it improves critical thinking of the students. And there are 5 steps of inquiry-based education. Now let's see what are the 5 steps of inquiry-based education. The first one is orientation. The second one is conceptualization. The third one is investigation. Fourth one is conclusion. And the fifth one is discussion. When we teach to our students by using inquiry-based education, we have to use these 5 steps: orientation, conceptualization, investigation, conclusion, and discussion. What is orientation? Orientation means discovering the problem. Conceptualization. It means finding a research question. Third one is investigation. And it is about collecting evidence and information. The fourth one is conclusion. It is about analyzing the evidence and making up your mind. The fifth one is discussion. That is about exploring the implications of your new knowledge. So first, I will introduce the meaning of orientation. Orientation helps students to understand what is the topic of the lesson. The purpose of orientation is to prepare students' minds for receiving and processing new information. As an example, I'm going to take a lesson. The lesson is a life cycle of a butterfly. So if we take this lesson, what is the orientation part of this lesson? As I said earlier, orientation helps students to understand what is the topic of the lesson. We must arrange their minds to take new information according to our topic. So what we can do is we can divide the class into 2 or 3 groups. After that, we can dress them as butterflies. We can use different colors for that. We can use different styles when we are dressing our children as butterflies. Then we can ask questions from our students. Have you ever seen colorful butterflies? How do butterflies get their birth? So from these questions, they will enter to the lesson. They will start to get more details and information about this topic, about the life cycle of a butterfly. They can dress as butterflies. They can take butterflies to the classroom and they can observe by themselves. The second one is conceptualization. It involves defining abstract ideas with specific characteristics. Concepts can be understood as categories that can contain small facts. In this stage, teachers might ask students to come up with a research question and develop an action plan for investigating the question. Teachers can ask questions from the students. How do butterflies get their birth? So we can give chance to our students to create an action plan to get answers for these questions. The third one is investigation. What is investigation? It uses to discover important mathematical or scientific ideas through inquiry. We can give chance to them to inquire these things. We can tell them to bring a caterpillar to the school. Put that caterpillar into a jar and put some leaves inside that jar. After that, we can tell them, you can study the life cycle of this caterpillar every day. Day by day, you can observe the life cycle. Now, let's watch a small video about life cycle of a butterfly. Yes. So the next one is conclusion. A conclusion provides final summary of the lesson. It helps students to gain ultimate objective through experiential learning. Yes. The life cycle of a butterfly is an amazing process of transformation. It begins with an egg which hatches into a caterpillar that feeds and grows. The caterpillar then transitions into a pupa which eventually emerges as an adult butterfly. The fifth one is discussion. It is a collaborative exchange of ideas among teacher and the students. It helps to improve understanding and problem-solving ability of the students. When we are talking about discussion, discussion is the knowledge about transformation. Today we learnt about what is inquiry-based education and what are the 5 steps of inquiry-based education. And we learnt how to apply lesson with inquiry-based education. Hope you enjoyed my lesson. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.